Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to be here to inaugurate the conference on the role of science and nation. I welcome all the delegates who have come from different parts of India and also those who have come from abroad. In spite of many difficulties and inconveniences, they have come here to attend this conference. I hope their stay here is comfortable and they will carry back memories of their stay in this city. We are all emerged to freedom and we are now attempting to raise the standard of living of our people through the development of science and technology. We have one definite purpose, that is to give a satisfactory life to all our people. After independence, our country has made good progress in all directions. In the field of education, there has been all round progress. We in this country, under the guidance and inspiration of our late Prime Minister Pandit Nehru, have accepted the role of science as a significant and important one in our national life. If you look at the country today and compare it with what it was 10 or 15 years ago, you will see a great change in the country itself. The impact of modern science and technology on human society is great, especially the growth and development of computers, scientific laboratories, irrigation dams, and all sorts of research stations are the symbol of the influence of science and technology. This would help the country to make rapid progress in the field of industrial and economic development. At present, we do not have enough number of engineers. If we want to make our country as self-sufficient as possible, we should have a large number of technical personnel to man these industries. There are more applications for admission to the courses of science and technology now than 10 years ago. We find it very difficult to accommodate all these applicants in the institutes because we are not able to provide them with the necessary buildings, laboratories, and other equipment which are essential. Keeping this in mind, we are doing our best to open more and more engineering colleges in our country. It is necessary for us to give the best opportunity to express themselves. Even though we have improved to many fields, that is not enough. In order to achieve the goal of socialistic pattern of society, we must work more. We must put all our resources, that is natural and human, by means of science and technology. These are the attempts which we have to make. Our present aim is to increase food supplies and establish equitable distribution. Even though we invest in many things, we cannot stop or reverse the vagaries of nature. By using our scientific mind, we cannot stop the monsoon, but we can construct dams, save the water for agricultural and other purposes. We are trying to build more factories in order to produce goods, but at the same time, we cannot also provide employment opportunities to our young men and women. We are laying roads for speedy transportation. Through these means, the people living in villages would sell their produce in town without delay and thereby can increase their income. In our 5-year plans, more than rupees 150 crores were allocated for research and development. I hope you will make good use of it for the welfare of the nation. We have also got the outstanding scientists in many fields. We are really very proud of them. They are playing an important role in our national development. I think the government and the scientists should work together if we wish to achieve the results. However, I am sorry to note on this occasion that our students who went abroad for higher education have settled there itself because of higher salaries and other facilities. It is not so good. I would appeal to them to use their knowledge for the progress of their motherland. Before I conclude, I wish you all success, and I have no doubt that your discussions will give good and faithful results. I thank you again for giving me this opportunity to inaugurate this seminar on role of science. Letter dated 2nd November 1991 from the manager Lakshmi and Company, Bengaluru, to the manager Cycle Spares Limited, Madras. Dear sir, we have received your letter of the 30th ultimo, which has raised several unsatisfactory points. We regret to state that we are not able to agree with your remarks. We are not sure that your facts are quite correct because, in the first place, we believe you agreed verbally with our representative that you would give us an opportunity to represent your firm in Bengaluru if you decided to go ahead with your proposition. We sent our representative to Gulbarga to arrange certain details as to agencies. This was done more on your behalf than on our own because we realized that without definite talks in Gulbarga, the agency or representation in Bangalore would not be of very great service to you. Yours faithfully,